Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Jiu-Jitsu again. We're doing some partner drills. Obviously, my partner is Mr. Sid for today. So we're going to be working on some mount attacks, trying to shoot some triangle chokes, and some different setups from those positions. So let's get warmed up first, guys, and then we'll get into some of our partner drills afterwards. So let's find yourself a space. We're going to start off with your star jumps, squats, and push-ups. Okay, guys? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. And squats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Push-ups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lie on your backs, guys. Let's go for our cross strokes. So close the legs like we're in the close guard. Sit up and cross the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 20. Let's go hands to the mat, guys. Triangle chokes next. So we're lifting the hips up, close the triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, feet onto the floor. We're going for our bridges next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hip escapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, stay in line now, guys. We're going to bring our chin to our chest. Just finish off with some neck exercises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Looking left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ears to shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice work, guys. Take your stand up. Okay. Now, we'll just get started with some little movement drills to begin with, just to get us all warmed up before we start moving around with our partners. Okay, guys? So let's start off in a good position here. We're just going to move into a forward fold, hands reach the mat. We're going to walk it out into a push-up position, drop down into a push-up, come back up, lean the weight back so we're extending out with a good bend of the knees and jumping the feet to the hands. Good squat, walk back and reset again. Okay, guys? Walk out, push up, lean back, jump. We go for 5 reps here. Good. 2 more, guys. So we're into position. Walk the hands out. Push up. Lean back. And jump. And 1 more. Nice. Good work. Okay. Next movement. We're going to go side to side with some of our monkey jump positions. So we're going to get down to good squat position again. We're going hands down towards the floor. So right hand above left foot, left hand across towards the side, and then we're jumping back leg, and then an inside leg. So step, step, lift. And again, this can be nice and slow if you need it to be. See? Doesn't have to be super high. Just getting used to the transfer of movement. Nice. Good work, guys. Okay, let's drop down into our passing position. We just get our legs warmed up a little bit as well. So we have one knee down. This is your primary leg. It's going to be passing in towards the knee slices. We're going to switch our weight to the second leg. So drive across, drop the knee to the floor, lift it back up again, and switch sides. So we're posting the thumb and finger to the mat, switching, and just getting warmed up here, transferring weight through the knees and hips, and switching. 2 more here. Good. Now we're going off to the side. So as we come into position, we're going to post the hand and sit the hip to the floor. We're clearing that hook, really working on straightening that inside leg. So move across, post the hand, sit the hip, and back up again. One more, and good. Bring across to sit the hip. Yeah, 2 more, guys. Nice. And then the last one, we're going to be transferring the weight again, and we're moving backwards. So we're going to switch across. We post our hands behind us now. I'm going to draw a big circle with this inside arm, putting my weight into the back arm, straighten out the inside leg, lean, and switch across. Again, post my hand behind me, big circle, post the weight into the second arm, straighten out the inside leg, lean into that leg, and across towards the other side. Switch. Switch. And time. Good work there, guys. Take a water break for now, then we'll get into some of our takedown drills in a second. The good thing about working out from home is that if you forget your water, it's in the fridge. Okay. So we're going to get started with some pummeling drills, okay, guys? Now, obviously I don't have a physical partner with me. We just have my friend here. So we can pummel in this position here, but if you just want to do that from a standing position, then that will give you an idea of how to move. It's almost like a front crawl, like I'm swimming, but I'm lifting my pinky up to the ceiling. So I've got a good bend in my legs. We pummel 1, 2, and we're moving within this position here, letting my hips coordinate with my arms. At the same time, if you do have a partner and you're practicing this at home, then start to move your partner around the room, lean your weight into the person, circle, pummel, pull, and get some circular motion while leaning on the person. Okay, guys? So let's put a minute on the clock. Let's just get warmed up a little bit with some pummeling. Alexa, shuffle stick figure. Alexa, shuffle stick figure.
Shuffling songs by Stick Figure on Amazon Music.
Nice movement, guys. Good. Keep transferring the weight through the chest. Let's start adding in some arm drags and duck unders too. So if we're at home, the drill here is circling, pulling the arm wide, and stepping in to get towards the waistline. So you've got your pommel in position going here. As you pommel, one brings the arm in, grab the wrist, grab the armpit, pull, and then we'll step it to close the distance. Nice, Sarah. Good back take. Good. Nice, Sarah. Good job. The duck unders here, keeping your chin up with level changing and pulling the elbow just over the top of your head, okay? So we've got this pommeling motion, moving with your partner, and you're using that pinky raise to pull the arm over the top. Pull, and step into position again. Notice that the footwork itself is always the same. You move out and in. If I arm drag, I grab the wrist, stepping out, I grab the armpit, I step in. Nice, good. Okay, turn that, guys. Let's go with your arms on the inside for the next row. So what we're looking at now is hands on the inside from here. So my partner has control over my elbows. I'm pummeling my arms to the inside as I move forward. They pummel their arms in as we move back. So pummel, pummel, moving forwards, step back into position. Again, as we're practicing this drill, we want to get into a good wrestling stance. So a good bend in the legs, leaning through your head position here. Pummel, pummel, come back, person pummels to the inside of you. When they have grips on the inside of your biceps, we're taking grips onto the elbows. You want to be pinching here. Good. Your inside tie is very, very important. It's going to give you a lot of different shots. So you've got to make sure that you've got good leverage from those grips. We have some nice sloth grips. Nice, there's a duck under. Nice work, Alex. Good. Let's turn these into some outside singles first, guys. So your outside single is going to be picking up your partner's leg. So as I step, we step behind the heel, we connect the hands together around the leg. I've got a tall chest and my ear should land on my partner's chest. So I've got arms on the inside, I raise on the side that I'm stepping, step, right leg comes forward, I attack my partner's leg, connect my hands together, tall chest, everything all in alignment, and I'll back towards the other side. If we go on the left, arms on the inside, raise, step behind the heel, connect the hands, reset. Just getting used to that movement there. Okay, guys? Nice, good. Nice, Alice. Good outside single. Play around with your finishes at home, guys. Think about running the pipe. Think about bringing it up to a high single with your foot trips and your inside trips. We have a few different options. Think about switching off to a double leg as well. Or just pick up the entry, place your partner's leg back to the ground, especially if we don't have too soft of mats. Oi. Okay, time there, guys. Let's pick up your inside single this time. So when you have your arms on the inside here, now we're stepping across to the side, so out with the left again, and in with the right for me to connect my hands to my partner's knee line. Now, for this inside single, your arms are still on top of your partner's biceps, so it's just my right hand that's going to the leg. Step left, step forward, grab the leg, little off balance with the bicep grip, and then we're into that single leg position again with the forehead towards the chest. So we're in position, step, step, catch, and connecting the hands together into a nice inside single. That's right, Sarah. Take your step with your left leg, catch his leg, little off balance with your right hand. Good. No need to drop the knee on the floor. A lot of times when we're wrestling, especially with people in jiu-jitsu, they don't have a good enough stance to warrant driving your knee onto the ground. So it's only if your partner's beating your headline that we have to make a penetration step. Otherwise, you can just step and pull his leg up. Nice, that looks good. Nice off balance. Good. Usually from an inside single, we're going to run the pipe or we're going to switch to a double. Okay. If the person starts to defend, then we can switch and bring it back up to a high single. But usually we've closed so much distance that we're finishing tight shots. Good. Have him traveling a little bit further backwards, Sarah, okay? A little bit more push with that right hand while your left is reaching towards his knee. So go again. Take your step, right, left, and then level change to catch the leg. Nice, good. Nice, Alice, good. So we shouldn't be traveling too far with this, Sarah, okay? No, short, choppy steps. Nice, good. Hey, and time. Bring it in, guys. Before we move on to looking at our mounted triangles, I just want to start off by recapping our S mounts and our attacks from the last class. So We're in the mount position from here. Now, obviously, if I have a gi on, we can start to work for some different positions to go into cross strokes. If not, then we're looking at bringing the elbow across for us to move into the S mount. So now I'm going to just readjust the camera so you can see the perfect details. So we're in the mount position. I have control over my partner's tricep. I'm posting the hand just above the head. We're sliding up into position, leaning the weight into the left hip, and then pulling the other arm towards you to come into a nice S mount from there. Once we're in that position, we're stepping straight over the head for that finish. So we're leaning forward to here. Make sure the weight comes off of this leg. Now I can take it out and step over the top. Now my goal from here is to get my knees together instead of my feet together. See? I don't want a wide gap in between my legs. These want to be pinching together, then we're in position from here. Once you get there, lie back, take both legs, come back up to the mount, and then we'll go on the other side too. So catch, hand comes over the top. We need to get used to sliding into this S mount position in one motion. Slide, kick, lean, transfer all the way through the hamstring, catch the partner's wrist, step over the top, fall back, and then slide back up and back into mount again. Okay, guys, so I put a minute on the clock. We're just going to try and hit as many armbar drills as we can, and then back into position again, just so we really get used to this transfer of weight when traveling through the S mount. Okay, guys? So let's get started. A minute on the clock first, and then we'll move into some different drills after. Okay, go. Good. And we always want to make sure the leg gets over the head before we sit down. So control the tricep. Boom. Sit, lean forward there, Sarah, on his stomach. That's it. Good. Catch his wrist with your right hand. Good. And then step over. Nice. Good. Switch hands over. Nice. That's better, Sarah. Good job. That's a tight armbar. And remember, when we're attacking arm bars, guys, we want to be controlling it with the bend of your elbow rather than hands onto a wrist. Try and trap it with your forearms. Switch the arms over there, Sarah. Good. Right arm's controlling Alex's wrist. That's it. Nice. Lean forwards. Step over. Ooh, lean forward. Good. Nice. You want to put all your weight through your hamstring and really squash his belly. Nice. And time. Switch over, guys. Change top and bottom. Another minute on the clock. Okay, let's go. Nice. Good work. Let's switch these hands over when we get to S mount. So hand above, switch. Good. Now right arm catches the wrist. Good. "30 seconds left. Good. Catch, lean, step." Lovely. And time. Good work. So our next option is going to be switching once we're in the arm bar. So as we come across, we switch, come into S mount, step over the top. When we're in that seated position, we grab a hold of the second arm, post the hand behind us, and switch our hips to face the other side. So step off the heel, take the leg off the head, and turn back into S mount again. So now I'm in position to start attacking the arms again. Don't be shy to put your weight on your partner. You should really lean through the stomach from here And when I'm grabbing, I don't want to be pulling the arm towards me here. I want to be using your bicep to trap that arm from here. Now we step, sit into position. Catch the far elbow, post the hand behind, lift, switch the hips, we're back into S-mount, back into the arm bar. Shoop, shoop, shoop. That way we can get a nice little speed drill going, learning how to switch from side to side. And anytime you lose your partner's elbow, we're straight back into the arm bar on the other side. Okay, guys? So let's get set with another minute on the clock. All right, let's go. Nice, good work. 20 seconds left. Good switches. Good. Last 10. Nice hip switches, good, and time. Good work. Change over, guys. Switch top and bottom. Other person setting up the arm bar now. And again, really work on the transfer of weight through these drills. Let's go. So sink your weight through your hamstring into your partner's chest. Okay, let's bring it in, guys. So the next position we're going to look at is our armbar switch. So as we come up into S-mount from here, my good friend Sid is protecting his arms just like this. So he's defending his arms. I can't pull his arm towards me. So now, he's in a rear naked choke grip. So his primary arm that I'm trying to attack is locked in to the sort of strongest hand formation you can make, which is going to be your figure four. So when he's got that under control, my free arm is switching all the way through to grab the tricep. See? So now I'm going to switch my hips to make the secondary arm the one that I'm going to attack. So we reach in between, control that elbow, post the hand towards the floor, and then completely switch off to the side with my knee nice and tight to the person's head. So post, switch, and fall back, and then we have our arm. Same option over here. Person's making sure they defend their arm. You see, so again, this is really good drill for both people because you're developing this sort of the feel to when you get into these positions to already have your arms locked up a certain way. So we reach over the top, lock that elbow in place, post the hands, switch the hip, and as we're switching to the ground, we want to lean towards your partner's leg for this because my foot isn't over the head. You see? My toes are hooking underneath the neck. All I'm going to do is pinch my knees together, fall back, and then straighten up the arm from there with that drill. You see? If I had the leg over the head, then I can fall back on a straight line. But because I have my foot underneath, we're just going to fall straight towards the legs and put a lot of weight through the lower body, so it's harder for them to sit up towards me to defend an arm. Okay? So, up into position, catch the arm, post, switch, start to work on the speed of getting your hips off to the side and on the other side. Okay, guys? 1 minute on the clock. Final speed drill, then we're getting into some triangle chokes. Okay, let's go. So into a good S mount. Person's protecting their arms. Don't step over this time. That's it. Just grab it underneath that second arm with your left, Sarah. Keep your right hand on the floor. That's it. Go under his wrist. Okay, nice. Good. Pinch the knees together. That's it. Put your toes underneath the back of his neck. Good. Knees fall together and fall down to your left shoulder. Yeah, nice. Exactly. So same again. Go underneath the wrist. Grab onto his tricep. That was right. Good. You've got his wrist in play. You're going to switch your hips to the floor. Nice. Turn your knees to the ceiling. Fall to your shoulder. Yeah, there you go. Now you have his arm under control. Good. Fall to the right shoulder this time. That's it. Always towards the legs if the foot's not over the top of the head. And time. Switch over, guys. Change top and bottom. Okay, let's go. Go under the wrist, Alex. Left hand scoops under the wrist. Yeah, so rather than going inside the forearm, you want to go under Sarah's wrist. Other side. With your left. Yes, that's the grip. Now post the hand and switch the hips. Boom. Good. Now straighten back up. Good. Nice, good. And time. Good work, guys. Now, those drills, all of those techniques there, I filmed the other day, so they're broken down. They're being edited at the moment, and they will be on the UCL BJJ channel very, very soon for you guys to watch the full breakdown with the full detailed description of how to do it. Now, let's get into some triangle chokes. And we've got to look at when these situations come up. And a lot of times it's going to start when your partner's arm is this side of yours, you see. A lot of times what will happen is your partner will connect the hands around your back to stop you from being able to posture and move from there, you see. In that case, that's when we have control over your partner's arm and we have the ability to lift the head, you see. For me to set up the triangle choke, I need wrist control and head control. Okay. Now we're going to do a very similar motion to what we've just done with the S-mount position. What I'm trying to do is just take the weight away from my right leg so I can shoot my triangle choke. So my partner's arms are in the center. Then we're pummeling to the inside here. Pummel, surpass the arm. You see, just like I'm overhooking it, and then get to head control. I slide my left knee up as though I'm going into S-mount, but this leg's not going to kick around. It's going to stay back over here while I get that wrist control for me to push out. See? As I push it out, I guide the leg through, and then we're in to our mounted triangle position from here. Now, when we initially get that triangle, the first thing I'm trying to do is put my weight into this knee here. So I want to lean forwards to this point. Okay? Lean onto that, and what that is doing is giving me the space to lean forward to close my triangle from there. So I lean all my weight into my hands, lifting the feet off the ground to be able to get this position here. And again, when I close my triangle, I'm flaring my little toe. So I'm pointing that outwards from here, and then I sit back to get my finish. You see? If I'm struggling to make my partner tap, then I extend out straight to my arm to roll flat for us to come into our standard triangle choke finish, where we go two hands on the top of the head for that tap from there. But again, a lot of times when you get to a mat position, sometimes people like to connect their hands around your waist. From there, all I've got to do is break the grip first. So if your partner does have their hands connected, we go forearm into the face and just extend away to pop the grip, and then I catch the head. So we're lifting the head off the ground. We slide the knee up on the same side that you have the head. So I'm pinning this shoulder in place. So at the same time, we're stretching this wrist away. So we can push it in to step over it, or we can push it out to step through. So two separate options in terms of how to get to that position. Once you've got your leg through, now we've got to lift the head up just to readjust and get that shin perpendicular to the neck. See? Lock and in position. Now from here, we want to be guiding this arm across the body, but at the same time, we need to be able to close the triangle. See? So we're not going to be flexible enough to get this to here. See? Right now, I can just get my big toe underneath. Or maybe you are. If not, we post the hands towards the floor and we put the weight into the knee so my feet become free. Lift, close. See? Flare the pinky, close up, lean back here to get your finish. You see? Again, we can always just start finishing arm locks. We can bend the arm, go to horrible kimuras as well. There are a lot of different options once you're there. Otherwise, we're falling flat to the back. Come into your triangle choke from here, and then we just go straight two hands to the head with a nice squeeze from that point. If you do need to readjust once you've got to here, you see, maybe I wasn't able to keep my triangle fully closed, then we open, shoot the legs up higher, and then readjust back into your triangle choke for you to pull the head towards you with a slight bridge. Let's give it a try.
Quick question, actually. When you're penetrating, when you've got the wrist control, you're stepping away. Do you lead? Not when you're bringing in, when you're extending. Do you lead with your knee or do you lead with your foot?
Foot. Yeah. I'm trying. It's a similar thing with when you're setting up from the close guard, but when I'm trying to get this through, if I go with the knee, then I've still got to get my foot over the top of the wrist. See? And this is where people start hooking onto your hip and you can't get your leg through. You see? So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll push down first to create the reaction for the person to push out, and then I lean and step through from there, and then I've got the space to start pulling the head. You see, we're going to go over retention strategies after. So if your partner is free from this position, then we'll just slide off back into the side control and reset the positions. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Guys. use your forearm on his face. You want to use your forearm to turn the head to the side. So then straighten your back a little bit. Good. Now you're going to slide your left knee up. So grab the head on one side. Nice. Yeah, good. Now let's get a nice straight line from knee to ankle. Good. Lean forward into your right knee. So put your knee on the floor, Sarah. Put your weight into your right knee. Good. Walk your hands forward like you're trying to touch the wall. Good. And now you want to lean forward until you can cross your leg underneath the other side. Good. You can even use your left hand to guide his elbow across your body if you need to. Nice. Roll to your back from there as well, Sarah, so you get used to practicing the triangle from bottom too, okay? Good. Come back to wrist control. So get his wrist before we start moving your legs, okay? And you want to be able to grip underneath his wrist, see? So turn your hand the other way, Sarah. Now, catch the head. Grab the head with two hands. Okay? Nice. So grab the head with your left hand, Sarah. Push the wrist away with the right. Good. Switch over, guys. That's the fastest tap of all time. Turn your face to the side, Sarah, then it won't push it away. That's it. Nice. And time. Bring it in, guys. So when we're shooting these triangles, we need to have ourselves a backup plan for when this goes wrong. So we have control over the head. We have an overhook, right? So again, if we were in the close guard for a second, and my partner's hands were on my chest, I would pummel one arm to the inside. Now I've got my head control. I push the wrist away, guide the feet through, and then we shoot the triangle. So the same option from that. So all we're looking for is that initial overhook control. Once I've got that, I lean to my left hip. That gives my right foot the freedom to shoot through for me to start attacking the triangle. Now, if for some reason my partner's pushing my leg off, or maybe he's got his arms underneath and I can't get a fully closed-up triangle, he's pushing my leg. Now what we need to start to do is step over the head, you see? And there needs to be a point where I acknowledge that I can't hold the position any longer, so I'm going to come back off and go back to side control and reset. So my leg comes straight off, slides into the hip, and switches back for me to control the side control. Maybe I start working into my 180 armbar from here, pulling him to his side, and switching back to some different attacks straight away. Now, my favorite thing to work from a failed triangle is a DOS. So as I shoot into position from here, what will happen is my partner's pushing my arm off. So as he pushes this off, he's bringing his own arm underneath his body, you see? So all I've got to do from here is slide under his armpit to the head, you see? And now I'm straight into my dart stroke position off of the triangle. So from triangle to arm triangle. So we come into position. We're shooting our triangle choke from here. Boom. I don't get my leg all the way underneath the head. Maybe they've got their head on the ground. They're doing a good job from here. You see? But they're pushing my leg off. As they push, my hand's going to slide. You see? I go back of the hand to the armpit. All the way to the head. You see? Pull the head in. Elbow to hand. Control onto my bicep. And then I can come onto both knees here in the side control for the squeeze. If I want to continue sitting through, to bring sit on top of me, and then start home to sit in, then you can as well. Then we have a real tight option from there. Okay, guys? So let's go mounted triangle, straight to DOS. No. So shoot the triangle first, Sarah. That's it. Step through with your foot. So go back. Okay, good. Now Alex throws your leg off his head. Yeah, nice. Now your right arm is going to go underneath his armpit, like you're scratching his armpit. Go under, towards it. Try and grab his head with your right hand. Or the other side. Yeah, other side.
I just realised she has no conception of what a DOS is, so I'm going to go first.
Okay.
I'm going to come over. You're going to push. See, I'm coming like this.
Yeah, there it is.
So you're going under the arm, come across, and come like that. See?
Okay.
That's a nice transition.
We're going to have to work through Braddock London. So come in. Come here, you push.
This is the same option from the X guard too. The same step over.
Yeah, it was the thing we were drilling on the ball back when we could drill in person.
Yeah.
It's all connected.
Nice.
You right?
Good. Switch over, guys.
So I'm normally going to worry about those.
Okay, so.
But push the wrist away, Sarah.
No, so over.
Okay.
And I'm going to push this.
And I skip
This arm.
Right.
this one.
This arm. On 3.
Under his head.
No.
Other side of the
Under
head.
my head.
No. Under the arm and under the head. Yeah. Good. Now elbow on the back of his head. Left elbow goes over the head. Good. Make sure his elbow's inside. You lost his arm. The arm's going to be trapped underneath your right. Yes, good. Bring him onto his side a little bit. So scurry your knees backward. Good. Now close it up. Then just lean forwards. Good. And squeeze. Nice. Good job.
And to the count.
No.
Squeeze. Yes.
Arm across.
Uh,
I don't even know how to do it.
Arm goes under the armpit to underneath his head.
No, it's just under the head. Watch.
Under the armpit. Under the head. Nice. Lift the head up. Bring him to the side. Good. And then you're going elbow over the back of the neck.
You're doing something to make me tap, but it's not.
I think.
Feels like a neck cramp. You're not even around my neck.
Bring him onto his side a little bit more, Sarah. Good.
This is very much not a DOS.
Okay. Shoot your left arm a little bit deeper.
If you bring them out, I'll push them. You did it on this side, so let's go for this side again. Step over. Come through this one. No, other arm. Come around my head. No, not that way around my head. Other way around my head. So you like that. Yeah. And then you come over.
Nice. Pull him onto the side. Good. Connect your hands together. Oh, nice.
You got finished.
Anyway.
So just that. No, I
No,
got that.
no, other arm.
Other arm.
Yeah. Through, see, yeah.
Slide off the side.
Touch your knees. Yeah.
Nice. Oh, okay. Time there, guys. That is today's class. So we hit some new triangles. We've got some dark strokes off of our triangles. We'll try and work through some more of those again tomorrow. Have some more options after that. So thank you all for being here, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it. Gave you a little bit of inspiration for something to drill today. And I will see you all tomorrow for some more jiu-jitsu.
Looking forward to it. Just a few things to announce. We've got the Strava group. Definitely join the Strava group. That's been great so far. We've run 52K in the last 2 weeks as a group. So very active. Join that. It's good fun. We've got a few socials in the work. we're looking at doing something for This Girl Can Week. We've got a post-grad social in the work, so follow our socials and we'll announce them there.